We're going to get into some topics now. Thank you so much for joining Spazzing Out. As you guys all know, you have just got me 1 cent. You made it through the commercial, which I put at the top of my podcast so I can get paid. And now we're going to have an hour straight of content. 1 hour straight of content. I'm here working for you guys. I am the only man in America working on the Sunday before Memorial Day. Me. I, for some stupid reason, said I was going to do the podcast. I committed to it. So here I am, live on Facebook, live on TikTok, and recording on my podcast for you guys on Memorial Day weekend, on a day where I should have had some bum doing this. This right now, watching my podcast, you should have had some imposter sitting here saying, "Thank you for joining Spazzing Out. My name is Bill, Blake. This is Bill Blake filling in for Anthony Pazziali. Anthony is enjoying some time with his family, golfing, because it's fucking Memorial Day weekend and everybody else takes the weekend off." But I committed on Thursday to doing the program. So here I am doing the program for you while everybody else is out having a good time at the fire, having a drink. Clearly, I have been drinking. It's clear. But I decided that I would work for you guys. So here I am. You got me for 1 hour. I'm going to work. I'm going to record my podcast, which will post on Memorial Day at 5 a.m. Here are the topics we are going to cover on today's podcast. Oh my God, the president is golfing. The 10th Amendment versus the First Amendment. A video I posted on social media that pissed a lot of people off. 57% of you do not know what Memorial Day is. A salad bar in Missouri has turned its business into something different, and I love it, and I hope that it goes all over the country. We'll talk about that. And one of my biggest pet peeves, do not post pictures of my kids on social media without my permission. Unless you are my father or my mother. Or you happen to be their other, the significant other's father or mother. We're going to get into all those topics. Plus the fact that it is Memorial Day weekend. While everybody else is out drinking, I'm looking at birdhouses. Garbage. All right. First thing is first. We'll do me. We'll do me first because that's what I like to do in my program. Me, it's all about me. Yesterday, I went up to Ogunquit, Maine. I've never been to Ogunquit. Now, there are some people listening all over the country to this podcast. Maine is the way life should be. That's the way life should be state. And I went up there with my lovely wife and my daughter. And I violated nature. First off, we must discuss the huge violation that happened that I wanted to leave immediately. We went to a place to get food. It was called Cornerstone, which is someplace in Ogunquit. I've never been there before. And my wife orders, dun dun dun. We should do a fucking DB alert. We should. DB alert. Kaylee orders what is supposed to be a pizza with chicken, and figs. She orders a chicken and fig fucking pizza that I was like, I'm not even paying for this shit. I didn't even order anything. I didn't eat anything. I didn't even want to be there. I wanted out. I wanted to be drinking like every red-blooded, fuck, I've been drinking too much. Like every red-blooded American on the planet. I wanted to be by a fire, drinking beers, eating hot dogs and a burger, not getting a fucking fig and chicken fucking pizza in Ogunquit. So clearly, yeah, absolutely. It's not even pizza. It's flatbread, bro. It's flatbread. It's flat. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah. Please, I didn't touch it. Get that nasty ass shit away from me. I didn't even want to pay for it. I was extremely bullshit about it. And I wanted to talk to the manager. I'm like, yo, can I talk to the manager? Because how the fuck are you going to call this pizza Call it flatbread. Call it some shit. You call it whatever you want, but do not call it pizza. Don't you dare say you have a chicken in fig pizza, because it ain't pizza, bro. It's bread with chicken and figs on it, or it's like something you toasted with chicken and figs on it. There's no sauce, hardly any cheese. Disgusting. But anyways, it's a gunkwit, whatever. My day was being in a gunkwit. My day. It's fucking my day. I have a day off. I shut my company down. I shut Take Junk off. Bro, you know how busy Take Junk is on the Saturday of Memorial Day weekend? Mad busy. Everybody wants to get rid of stuff. They got stuff to get rid of. I shut it down so that I can spend time with my lady, and we go to a gunkwit and we go looking at birdhouses. Birdhouses. You guys are drinking, having a good time, sipping some beers, drinking some tequila. Maybe you're drinking some American whiskey. No, I'm looking at birdhouses. 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 Birdhouses, bro. I bought a birdhouse for fucking $60. You know what I gotta do with $60? Now, I got a birdhouse, and the bird's gonna shit all over my front of my house. There's gonna be a bird living in the front of my house who's gonna get better treatment than me. The bird will get better treatment than me, and I'm gonna have to clean up its shit. Think about that. Think about it. $60 for the birdhouse. It's a buoy, bro. It was a buoy that they turned, because, it's fucking Maine. It's by the sea. We're going to drill a hole in the buoy that we probably found on the ocean, and then I'm going to charge you $60 for it. What's even worse is the lady tried telling me my card didn't work. She's like, oh, your card doesn't work. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have any cash. No cash. Let's try the card again. I had the cash, guy. I had the cash. Let's try the card again. Try the card again. Doesn't work. Of course, I paid her cash. In the end, garbage, birdhouse, terrible. Let's move on from that. And let's get into a couple other things. Let me be clear here. Next year, there will not be a podcast on the Sunday before Memorial Day. Shit ain't happening again. Big mistake on my part. I thought it would be a good idea. Where am I from? I'm from Boston, guy. How the hell do you not know where I'm from? Someone just asked me where I'm from. Guy, Boston, Beantown, Massachusetts. Talking about fucking birdhouses. Birdhouses made out of buoys. Birdhouses made out of buoys. Beantown, by the ocean. All right. I got to compose myself here. I got to compose myself. I am utterly bullshit that I'm working right now doing a podcast when I should just be enjoying like every other red-blooded American. Because 57% of us do not know what Memorial Day weekend is about, or Memorial Day. 57% of us believe that Memorial Day is just a holiday where we go and get drunk and cook hot dogs and burgers, which is what I'm doing. I'm getting drunk and I'm drinking a hot dog. I'm drinking a hot dog. I'm drinking a hot dog, guy. I'm gonna fucking drink a hot dog. You're not going to get me that good. All right. So 57% of us believe that Memorial is just a day for a holiday. I will tell you guys what Memorial Day is. Memorial Day is a day that we remember the people that have fought for this country and have died in our service. Not come back here and died. You died in war. That is what Memorial Day is. It is to remember those that gave their lives for us, for this great country. They gave the ultimate sacrifice. 100%. They deserve a holiday. 100%. They deserve our respect. These people fought for our freedom so that we could drink and eat hot dogs and cook burgers on their weekend. I have not lost. That is not lost on me. But apparently 57% of us do not know what Memorial Day is, which is beyond me. What we are doing, what most people are doing this year for Memorial Day, because we can't really get out, is we're flying flags half-staff. We're donating flags to a tomb, or putting in a gravestone for a fallen soldier. Things like that. Now, every other American, including myself, This holiday is another day for us to take some time off. It's the official kickoff of the summer where we drink and have a good time, and we sure as laugh. See you later. Where we sure as shit do not sit back and do a podcast when we should be drinking. There should be no podcast today. We should have took the podcast off in honor of the fallen soldiers, or in honor of the fact that I don't want to be doing a podcast because nobody else is doing shit and I should be drinking. But, plain and simple, it is a good day. My son is here. My son hasn't been in the house in over 2 months, so it's great that my little guy is here, and I'm happy to have my son here, and it is a good day. I don't really get to see the little man that much. I'm super happy that he's here. I should have decided not to do the podcast so I could have just hang out with the little man. Little man's hot, standing right here. Little man, come on in. Come say hi to everybody.
Hello.
The guy says Narim, he's got a 20 in his hand. I don't know where they got that fucking $20 from, but I'm going to swipe that shit from him.
Oh, heck no, mine.
Say hi to the laugh. Pop your head in there.
Hello.
Say hi. Uncle John, say hi.
Hey.
All right, so I shouldn't be doing the podcast today. I should have took the time off just to spend time with my family. I didn't know that my son was going to be here. It's been a long time since he's been here. Uncle John says hi. I didn't know it was going to be a long time. I didn't know Nojo was going to be here, and I'd rather just spend time with him. But I'm here for you guys because that's what it takes to have a successful podcast. I hear Mass in your voice. You're damn right you hear Mass in my voice. Anyways, let's get to some fucking topics. Let's get to some... Narim, please, you're hovering me, bro. Back up.
Okay.
I'm about to get serious.
Oh.
I love you. What's the matter? What do you need?
I'm going to get something. Costs $8 and I have this.
Yeah, fine. Just get it.
Nice.
All right.
Love you.
The king wants something. The king's getting it. Plain and simple. He wanted to buy something. He got it. Done. So you go. All right. Let's get into it. Trump. Trump is golfing. Does that upset you? Are you guys upset that the president is golfing? Does it make you mad? I said hi to Uncle Laugh. I said, kid, were you not listening? I said, what? What the fuck? Hold on. Hold on, everybody. You guys all need to hold on. Stop. I don't. You know what? I can't stop it. John, that's not what I said. All right. Listen. Let's talk about Trump. The president's golfing. Does it bother you? Because it bothers a lot of people that the president of the United States is golfing, and everybody's saying Trump golfs as you die. How do you guys feel about that? I'm going to tell you guys how I feel about it. I'm going to give it to you guys straightforward. Normally, because I'm on this program and I defend our president most of the time, normally I would be pissed. I think it's bad form for the president of the United States to be doing anything during times of crisis. Now, our president did not golf or enjoy himself for the past 2 months. He is now golfing to show and to lead the country to say, hey, it is okay to get back out and slowly start working and slowly start enjoying yourself. Tonight, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson are going to get together. They're going to golf. If this was mid-April and the president was golfing, I would be shredding him, saying that it's inconceivable that you be golfing while people are dying. He is merely showing you all that it is time to reopen America, that it is time to try to get back to something normal, and it is okay to hit the golf course, which it is. Here in Massachusetts, it is okay to golf. In New Hampshire, it is okay to golf. Head out. Start enjoying your life. Start doing stuff, but do it while you are protecting yourself. Stay the 6 feet away from people. For those of you that are upset, you're just trying to figure out something. You're just trying to find a way to nitpick, to attack this great president. I would say this. If 9/11 had just happened and fucking 3,000 people died and the president went out golfing, yes, I'd be bullshit. The guy hasn't golfed for 2 months. He's showing you all that it is okay to be normal again. And it is. It is okay to be normal again. Have your barbecues. Head to the beach. Go golfing. Just do the right thing. Stay a little bit away from people that you're not normally around. It's simple. The fact that you're attacking the president on this is just merely a political BS move by the Democrats to say, oh, look, the president is golfing while you people are dying. And it's not a fact. First off, I would say I've had people die in my life. When people die, I don't stop doing shit. My father died. I went back to work. That's what you do. I clean out people's houses when they die. Should I not clean out their house? Someone calls me and says, oh, my mother died. Oh, I can't work. Your mother died. Your mom just died. I can't work. I can't clean out your house. A man is dead. A man is dead. How dare you go to work? A man is dead. No. No. You have to be normal. He's trying to show people that it's okay to go back. He's trying to show the snowflakes that it's all right to live your life. That's the president's job. He leads by example. He's setting an example saying, all right, everyone, things were bad. Now we need to get back to being normal. Let's get back to work. Let's get back out on the golf course. Let's bring sports back. Let's get baseball back. You know what? Let's not get baseball back. But maybe baseball should die with everybody that died from the coronavirus because baseball sucks. But let's get football back. Let's get boxing back. Let's get MMA back, wrestling back. All these sports, he's just trying to show you people that it's normal, that it's okay to go get out. But the Democrats want to twist it in a different light. The Democrats are so fucking bad, they want to pretend that the president didn't already give us $3 trillion and that their $3 trillion deal that they're trying to push out is their deal. It's the only deal that ever happened. The president already gave you money. So all you people want to do is shit on a man that's trying to make the country better. And so what if he goes out and hits a couple of golf balls?
Dad, we need you.
Oh, my daughter is... what's the matter, honey?
Will you call Darren to come up here? We have something for him.
Oh, there apparently is something going on in my house. No, Joe is listening to music, Presley.
Come up here.
So
I have something for you.
I would say this, and I'm gonna sum it up. Real, honey, Daddy's doing his podcast. Please, for the love of God, you guys. I do my podcast from 6:30 to 7. I don't understand why there is any interference with my podcast, whether it's a phone call or from my family. For the love of God. Plain and simple, the president
Something for you.
is trying to show you guys that it's okay to go back to work. He's also trying... What's the matter, honey? Hon, I'm doing my podcast. I need an hour. All right. Sorry for the interruption. Everyone knows, right? I want you guys to, for a second, to micromanage the coronavirus problem. And I want you to think about a time in your life where someone has died. Just take a second and think about when someone has died in your life. Did you stop your life? Did everything in your life stop? Did you stop eating? Did you stop going to work? Did you not go food shopping? Did you not fill your car up with gas? Did you decide not to go to the gym? You didn't go for the run that day? Did you not listen to the fucking radio while you were sitting in the funeral procession line? Did you not pick up the phone while you were at the funeral? No, because normal people continue their lives when people die. That's what normal people do. The president is a normal man that is trying to show you guys that it's time to move on. Now, if this shit happened, I don't know, mid-March, mid-April, maybe it'd be like, bro, you probably shouldn't do that. It looks bad. Perception is reality. But let me ask you this. 100,000 people have died in the United States. What are you guys doing? You guys partying this weekend? How many of you guys are partying? You got barbecues going? How dare you? How dare you barbecue? 100,000 are dead. What are you doing? You drinking? Bro, you having a drink? You having a good time? You going to work? You buying shit? You fucking scumbag. How dare you? 100,000 people have died. You probably shouldn't do that, you dirtbag. No. No. Because normal people understand that people will pass away. Tough times will come. Tough times will go. We'll move on. We'll be stronger. We'll be all right. We have to live our everyday lives. But no, you guys want to hold the president to a higher standard, which is fine. Should probably be held to a higher standard. He hasn't golfed in over 2 months, and now it's time to golf. Now his advisors came to him and said, it's time to golf. It's time for you to get out there, President Trump, and show everybody that it's okay to get back out there and live your normal lives. But the Democrats, they don't want you to think that. The Democrats want to hold him to a different standard of, oh, he's golfing. His golf balls are fucking killing people. He's not saying, oh, the president's not saying 4. He's just hitting. That'll be the next story. The president shanks a ball and he doesn't say 4. It almost hit a golfer. Oh my God. He didn't say 4. So it is time to get back to normal life. It is time to start heading out, head to the beach, continue ordering food and keeping the economy going and getting back to work. It's not a time to be holding the president accountable for going to golf. I mean, every single one of us is trying to golf. I mean, I'm not the biggest golfer on the planet, but I'm doing my podcast. I'm working. You know, my best bud's having a fucking barbecue today. Doesn't make him a bad person. He's just trying to be American. Dude's just being American. All right, let's move on from the golf thing. All right, we covered. We got to check the time because I'm trying to wrap this shit up. I ain't trying to be on air all night. I'm trying to do the most American thing in the world, which is drink and get drunk on Memorial Day weekend. Here's a side note story, okay? A salad bar in Missouri, M-I-S-S-I, oh, no, that's Mississippi, M-I-S-S-I, I don't know how to do it. Anyways. So in Missouri, a salad bar has turned into a liquor store. And now they have a liquor bar. And I wish that is something they would bring to Massachusetts. Legitimately, they just took out the pans of salad and vegetables and things like that. And they put nips and they put alcohol. And now you walk by and you grab your nip and all that stuff. I think it'd be pretty cool if they had a liquor bar. Not like, yeah, they have bars that have liquor, but a liquor bar would be great if it was buffet-style alcohol. How cool would that be if they had buffet-style alcohol? You go up, maybe I want a beer, maybe I want a nip, maybe I want a Mai Tai, whatever it is. It's just a variety of alcohols. You go up and you get whatever alcohol you want. It's fantastic. I love it. I think it's a fantastic idea. But moving on from that, I like to have my little side topics to get to my big things. Now, I had a Trump video. We'll get through this one quick. I posted a Trump video as a joke. So this morning I woke up and I saw that this was what was trending. It was hashtag Trump golfs as you die. And I thought that was funny. So I made a video of me looking at my iPad. And it says, and it pops up and goes, Trump golfs as you die. And I throw the iPad. And then the next clip is me. The next clip is me carrying the golf clubs, like running out like I'm going to golf. Because guys, I just think it's funny. And people are tweeting me and commenting at me like I'm a scumbag as if I would go golf over people dying. Well, first off, if I had a golf trip planned and somebody died, I'd probably go on the golf trip. I've got thousands of dollars invested in it, and the dead person isn't coming back. I can't put fucking sand back up in the hourglass. I would mourn them. I would call their loved ones and tell them I'm sorry. I would say, hey, listen, I'm really sorry, but I'm already $5,000 deep into this golf trip. I'm probably going to go golf. I'm probably going to have a good time. I'm probably going to drink a lot. Sure. And then when I get back, when's the funeral? Hey, when's the funeral? Well, we haven't figured it out yet. Well, I'm only going to be gone Sunday. I'm only going to be gone Saturday and Sunday. Funeral's on Monday? Fantastic. When's the wake? Monday night? Tuesday funeral? I'm back. I'm not canceling my trip, bro. Not happening. So for those of you that don't like my content and don't like who I am and don't like my honesty, you don't have to follow me. You don't have to watch my live feed. And you certainly don't have to listen to my podcast. It's okay. I'm not offended by that. I don't care. It's not for everybody. I'm not your guy. If you don't want to be yelled at, screamed at, passionate, heated, top of the level content, if you don't like that shit, my podcast and my live streams and my feed and my Facebook and all that shit isn't for you. Don't listen to it. Don't watch it. If you don't like my shit, fuck off. We'll move on from that. Let's get to, all right, I got 2 topics left before I bounce. So, First Amendment versus the 10th Amendment. Or, you know what? We'll talk about the other one. Fuck the First Amendment versus the 10th Amendment. So, a grandmom, I don't know where it is, but, it's in another country, Sweden. In Sweden, a grandmother was forced to take down pictures of her grandchildren on Facebook in court. So, grandma posts pictures of her grandkids. Parents say, whoa. We didn't give you permission to post our kids on Facebook. Court agrees with the parents, tells them to take it down. So, I agree with this. I hardly ever put pictures of my kids on social media. Now, my wife posts pictures of my son and my daughter, and my son's mom posts pictures of my son. I do not. I hardly ever do. You'd be hard-pressed to go through my social medias and find my kids. And I'm torn about it because I kind of want to start leaning towards putting them on, because I think building personal brands on social media is an important thing. And I'd like to stop putting my kids on there. But I'm nervous about it because there are a lot of people that don't like me. There are people that don't like my politics or don't like the type of person I am because I tell it how it is or how I feel, and they get offended by it, and I don't want them to take it out on my kids, so I don't post them. And I don't like my kids being posted without my permission. For example, if you're just a random dude down the street, you post my kids, that's a fucking problem for me. But in this instance, I want to be clear. I think it's okay for the grandparents to post the grandkids. I don't think you should win that case. I'm going to give you guys an example. Many years ago, so now my father, my dad, Stan Pazziali, he passed away when he was 58 years old. I think I was 34 years old. Missed the guy, loved the guy. My father has currently, Nariam, my father has 5 grandchildren. He was only alive for one of them. For Nariam. For Nariam's first 4 years of his life, my father was still alive and got to be a grandfather. My dad loved my son. It was his number one. He called him the punk. Where's the punk? Called me up. My father didn't even want to talk to me. Where's the punk? When is he coming over? When are you bringing him? When are you dropping off? That's all he cared about. Didn't give 2 shits about his own son. Just wanted to know where his grandkid was and when he was coming. Now, I remember I brought Nariam. My father just bought a boat. And I brought Nojo over. And I had a discussion with Nariam's mom. And she was like, hey, I don't want Nojo out on the boat. And it was understandable. Nariam's a kid. He's young. I mean, we're talking 4 or under. So I don't beef. I'm just like, hey, an easygoing guy said, all right, no problem. My father, we get to my dad's house. My dad's like, yeah, we're going on the boat. And I'm like, Dad, we're not going to go out on the boat today. And he's like, no, we're going to go. And I was like, look, listen, Nojo's mom doesn't want Nariam out on the boat. My father looks at me with that look of like, my father looks at me with that look like, yeah. like as if like I was a kid again. And he looked at me with that look of like, okay, we're going to do this the easy way or the hard way. The easy way being I took the punishment and he hit me with the belt, or the hard way, I ran and he hit me with the buckle. That's how my father looked at me. He straight up, I had to check the time. All right. My father just straight up looked at me. I was like, Dad, yeah, we can't take Nojo out on the boat. And that look on my father's face was like, yeah? Oh yeah? And then he says to me straight up, he goes, well, you don't have to come, but my grandson's coming. Plain and simple. My dad was like, you don't have to come, but my grandson's coming. And then he says, if his mom's got a fucking problem with it, you tell her to call me. I leave it as such. I don't say shit. I just like, fuck it. But we're going on the boat. No big deal. We go out on the boat. Nojo's on the boat. One of the last photos I have, because my father passed away that year, a couple months later. One of the last photos I have of my dad is him driving the boat with my son sitting on his lap. And, I don't even know how we got to this. So, my son's sitting on his lap, and he's got the life vest on, and my dad's driving the boat. Big grin on his fucking face, man. Fantastic. So glad right? We'll get to the moral of the story, but so glad that, my father was a man's man and was like, fuck that shit. It's my fucking grandkid. So to get to the Facebook story, parents have that right? Your parents have, guys, hold on. My kids are about to have a big battle. What's going on, guys? I'm doing my podcast. Presley, what's going on, honey?
She's showing me some giants, Presley. I see them. They're very cool.
She just wants to hang out with you. What happened to having patience?
I lost
Just until I'm done with the podcast, man. So, back to the Facebook thing. I don't think that okay, if your grandparents are involved, right? And they were good parents and they weren't runaway parents or runaway dads. I think grandparents have there goes my daughter. I think grandparents have every single right to post their kids on Facebook. And if they come to you, the son, and say, I'm posting my grandkid, yeah, they're fucking posting their grandkid. That's just how it is. Plain and simple. Mom and dad have every single right. They gave birth to you. They fucking raised you. They dealt with your shit. And if you think that you're going to stop them from posting their kids on Facebook because your wife or because you got a problem with it, wrong. Sorry. It's not happening. Parents win here. Grandparents win. The grandparents have every right. They don't have much time left. And I'm telling you, if you deny your parents time with your kids, your parents will be dead and gone, and you'll be pissed that it didn't happen. Think about it. You will just be so upset that you didn't give your parents the time to spend time with their grandkids. They didn't have time to spend with you because they were working. Now they have time available because they're retired. Give them the time they want with the kids. Let them take the kids out on the boat. Let them post their kids on Facebook. Let them enjoy their grandkids the most that they can. Let them. You must let them. It's one of the best pictures I have of my son and my father. It's the best picture I have, honestly. It is. And if my father would have never got to enjoy that moment, how bad would I feel about that? Think about that. My father had enough balls to be like, ain't happening. He's going on the boat, and if you don't like it and she don't like it, tough shit. So, let's move on from that. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, I'm down in my basement recording my podcast, and there's craziness going on around my house. So as you are one of the real ones. Thank you. There's craziness going on in my house. My daughter's running up and down the stairs. My son's over here. My awesome wife is helping me out with the situation. So, honey, I appreciate it. Yep, and there'll be foot rubs. If you guys didn't hear that, she said she wants a foot rub, so apparently foot rubs are happening. This being a short podcast tonight because I just want to get back here. To be clear, we will never do a podcast on Memorial Day weekend ever again. Everybody else has the night off. I'll take the night off. Wait, let me correct that. If I was getting paid a ton of money to do it, I'd be here. But I'm not getting paid a ton of money. I'm just here to be here. There will be a podcast tomorrow night, Monday into Tuesday, because as it should be, every Sunday I do it anyways. So we will do that. Next Memorial Day weekend on a Sunday, unless I'm getting paid a boatload of money, I ain't going to be here. Ain't happening. No way, no how, because I'm going to be drinking like I'm drinking right now. And I'm trying to get ready for my Tom Brady golf tournament because I want to see TB and Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson and Peyton Manning golf, which I think is cool, and I want some President golf. Last topic of the day, another thing I got pretty upset with. Oh, you know what? Hold on. You guys all burn firewood? Is anybody burning firewood? I'm new to firewood burning. What is good wood? I just need this as a side note in my comments, and I'll look it up later, and then we'll get to my last topic. What's a good wood to burn? What do you guys like to burn? I burn anything at this point, right? It's just whatever I can find. But apparently birch has a good smell to it, someone told me, or mahogany has a good smell. What's good wood to burn? And obviously I don't want to pay for it. I'm trying to, oh, someone says oak. I want to find it in the woods because I'm not burning that shit. I don't want to pay for it. Like, for example, today I got some wood at someone's house. They chopped down a tree that's been down for a couple of years now, and I took it. Someone says, oh, fucking Melissa. I love her. Kaylee's friend says she's going to burn me. I'll be a slow burn. A real slow burn. And my meat would be tough. Actually, there's not enough. There ain't enough meat here to even make a fucking hot dog. So you'd be hurting. Pressure. Fucking Uncle Joe's on here. You can't burn pressure treated wood. I know that. I'm thinking about starting a company though called Box Spring Wood. I recycle mattresses, and in box springs there's really good wood, dry wood. Thinking about packaging that and calling it Box Spring Wood. Any kind of oak, but it's expensive. Around here, Spaz, we have a lot of maple. Tire wood. Man, it's being a ball buster. All right, on to the last topic so that we can move on. Melissa, love you. Next year, no podcast on Memorial Day weekend. I'm hanging, I'm drinking. Let's get to the last topic today because it actually pisses me off. So, President Trump came out the other day and was like, we're going to open up churches. Open up the churches. It's time to open up the churches. State said, no, it's not time to open up the churches. We can't. President says, if you don't open the church, I will override you and churches will be open. Now, people are all pissed off. They're saying that the president doesn't have the power to open up the church. The 10th Amendment protects the states from opening up the church, blah, 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 blah. Let's get right to the fucking point. I don't care if churches are open or not. If I want to pray, I could pray right here in my house. If I want to pray to God and look for guidance, because God is not a servant. He's not your bitch. God's not some fucking butler that comes and serves you guys. You should never ask for shit from God, ever, ever, ever. You should only ask for guidance, but I don't want to preach. Moving on from that, understand this. And this is just from a law standpoint, not from a religious standpoint. I do not care if you can go to church or not. It's not my beef. Here is my beef. The First Amendment, the first two sentences in the First Amendment, clearly states that religion, it clearly on a federal level in the Constitution, states that you cannot ban religion. Now, I am not a constitutional scholar. I would just hazard to guess that shutting down churches would be covered under that. I would hazard to guess that it's already unconstitutional for the government to shut a church down. Everybody agreed to shut them down and not sue and not go to court and not make a big stink because they wanted social distancing. But the Democrats are stating that the president does not have the power to tell the governors to open up the church because the 10th Amendment states that laws that are not prohibited by the Constitution or by the federal government, if you're interpreting it that way, are left to the states. Meaning, if there's nothing on the federal books banning something or making something legal, the states get to decide. That's what the 10th Amendment protects. Gives the states the right to decide. It's states' rights. 10th Amendment is states' rights. If it is not deemed unconstitutional or banned by the Constitution or federal law, the states get to make their decision. Everybody, the Democrats are saying, President Trump doesn't know what the 10th Amendment means. Well, I say to you morons, it is clear that it's already on the books. It is already the First Amendment. It is already a federal law that you cannot prohibit, that you cannot ban, that you cannot shut a fucking church down. If you do, it is unconstitutional. So in this case, your 10th Amendment argument doesn't matter. Should the churches be open? I don't know, and I don't care. Honestly, I do not care. It's not the point. The point is, your argument is not sound because you're trying to argue that the 10th, this is what everybody says, Trump doesn't know what the 10th Amendment is. No, you morons don't understand that the church is already protected under the First Amendment. Therefore, it's on the books. So therefore, the states have no claim anyway whatsoever to bitch and say under the 10th Amendment, they got the right to fucking choose because they fucking don't. Because the First Amendment says you can't shut churches down. You morons. It's clear. Plain and clear, plain and simple. First two lines of the First Amendment make it obvious and clear that the federal government or the state government cannot ban, cannot prohibit any type of religion. They're exempt from bannedness. So, the 10th Amendment does not apply here where the states have the right to decide whether or not they can open or shut churches because they cannot shut or ban churches, period. It's unconstitutional. So, if the states choose to sue, they will lose in the Supreme Court because the court will not touch that with a 10-foot pole. The courts will not, in a million years, touch a case where it comes to state and religion, because it is clear that there is a separation between church and religion. Church and state here in the United States of America. So I know you Democrats are reaching, and I know you guys are looking for so many ways to shit on the conservatives in this country. Unfortunately, I could care less about the religion aspect about this. I could care less if you go to church. I don't care if you believe in God or not believe in God. But we're pretty clear on this that the First Amendment protects the church here. It protects them. If the church wanted to sue for being shut down, I think the church would win. If the church during the pandemic wanted to make this a problem, they could have went and it would have went in front of the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court would have said, hey, churches are open and the people have to decide whether or not they want to go. It's pretty fucking clear. Argue me on it. It's pretty clear. Yes, I'm drinking. I posted a video on the difference between the 10th Amendment and the First Amendment. Sorry. Amendments and the 10 Commandments and the Bill of Rights, the 10 Amendments. I do not argue side to side when it comes to the Constitution, guys. I will tell you this, something that you guys may not know about me. I love revolutionary history, meaning the time that revolution happened. I am obsessed with George Washington. I have read easily 20 books on this man, history books, shitty ones, and some good ones. I know Washington through and through, and I know our founding fathers. I've read many books on John Adams, many books on Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, all our founding fathers. I've read the Federalist Papers 3 or 4 fucking times. I don't claim to be a constitutional scholar, but when it comes to the laws and how they came about and how the Constitution came about and the amendments that we have, I don't take sides. If an amendment gives someone a right, they have the right, and I don't judge it either way. It is the law. And it's clear in the First Amendment that we can't fuck with religion. You can't. You could say it's as arbitrary as it comes, but it's plain and simple to me. In the First Amendment, the 2 first lines of that amendment state it clearly that federal government can't fuck with it. So in that case, the 10th Amendment does not uphold, because the 10th Amendment states that anything that is not prohibited by the Constitution or not approved by the Constitution, meaning there's nothing on the books banning it or making it okay, it's left to the states. That was done purposely at the time. It was done purposely for slavery, in my opinion. I might be wrong, I might be right. I don't want to get into that shit. All I can tell you is they made it clear that you can't fuck with religion. Clearly. So, you Democrats and you millennials that think you can just retweet hashtag 10th Amendment, Trump has no right. Do your education. Read. Read up on the First Amendment. Listen, I can't. If someone just said, I gotta interact with my fans in a fun way. I try to do stuff like that. I did the breakfast cereal challenge for you guys. I thought that was fun. Sometimes it's serious. Sometimes there's serious topics. This was a serious topic. Sometimes I'm going to get serious. Sometimes I'm not. That's what Spazzing Out is about. My podcast is about the topics or the things that I feel that I want to talk about. And I did the breakfast cereal challenge, which is about as lighthearted as you can get. I mean, that's straight up what's your favorite fucking ice cream. I mean, we could do that on the show. Hey, What's your favorite ice cream? I like vanilla. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We should do a bracket on what's your favorite ice cream. I like pistachio. What do you guys like? Pistachio? Why is pistachio ice cream green? Anybody know that? I love pistachio ice cream. Probably my favorite. Probably my favorite. What is your glasses degree? I don't know what the fuck. My glasses, bro? Come on. You gotta come with. Here's like a funny thing, right? So that's like a bully tactic. What are your glasses degree? So that's something that someone would say to me when I was in high school. Someone would give me a hard time about my glasses. But the funny thing about bullies and about people who can't come at you with education or with something good is you can't win with me. When I was in high school, you tried to bully me, bro, I'd come right at you. So that doesn't work with me at all. Period. Bro, I live in Revere. Here, this is what I would say to you. Meet me at Revere Beach at Kelly's and I'll put my fucking foot in your ass. Plain and simple. How about that? That's how thick my glasses are, bro. My glasses are thick enough that I'll meet you at Revere Beach and I'll beat the fuck out of you. How about that? How about that? Plain and simple. I'm not a bitch. I'm not like, really? You're gonna come at me with my fucking glasses? Like, how thick are my glasses? What are you, a fucking turd? Get the fuck out of here, mutant. Bro, I spend 90% of my day talking to my son. My son's like, hey, Dad, what if somebody bullies you? Someone bullies you, you punch him in the face. Well, what happens if they beat you up? You punch them in the face. What happens if they kick your ass? You punch them in the face. You kick their... But what if you lose? That's okay if you lose, but I'll tell you what, a bully will leave you the fuck alone if every single day you punch him in the face. So, nice try. How thick are your glasses, you turd bag? Someone says it's the whiskey talking. No, it's not like that, right? I'm not a violent person by any means. I'm not. And I'm down for a decent debate, but I'm not going to put up with that shit. Some guy being like, oh, how thick are your glasses? Like, so I'm trying to give education, right? So I come with you at a point and I say, hey, it's my opinion that the First Amendment clearly protects religion here in the United States. And this guy's comeback is, how thick are your glasses? Hey, bro, how thick are your glasses? Well, I would say this. My glasses are so thick that even I have lost my eyesight in protection. I'm paraphrasing, but in protection or in honor of this country. Who said that, Mr. How thick are my glasses? Who was the man that was in a bar trying to slow down or to quiet a riot, and before he read his speech said, even I have lost my eyesight in protection of this country, and put his glasses on? Who? Turd. George Washington. That's who. Idiot. I don't subject to that shit. So, on this program, on Spazzing Out, as we're about to end, because we're running out of time, on my program, it is 100% okay to have an opinion, to give it passionately. It's okay to come with facts or what you believe are facts and with your opinion. What I will not accept and I will never stand for are people that want to attack my appearance, other people's appearances, except for me. I'll attack people's appearances because if you're a fat fuck, you're a fat fuck. No, there is no judgment zone here. If you're a fat fuck, you're a fat fuck. But I will not call you a fat fuck if I disagree with you. There's two different things. If you just came to me and be like, bro, you got mad big glasses. What the fuck? I'd be like, you're right. I got mad big glasses. Fucking right I do. I'm blind as a bat. But if I was in a educational battle with you, or let's just say we were talking sports and I was like, oh, Tom Brady is the best quarterback of all time. And then your response was, fuck you, how thick are your glasses? Well, I'd be like, bro, do you want to fight? Because that's ridiculous. That's not what this is about. That's not how you come at it. Now, if you were just stating a matter of fact, hey, bro, you have the biggest eyebrows I've ever seen. I'd be like, yeah, I do. Bro, you're bald big. Yep, that's right. I am bald. And if you're a fat fuck, I'd be like, hey, you're a fat fuck. But if we were having a political conversation where you were saying, this is why I like Joe Biden, I wouldn't be like, shut up, you're just a fat fuck. I'd say this is why I like Trump, or this is why I like Nancy Pelosi, or this is why I don't like Nancy Pelosi. I don't attack people personally and say, oh, their intelligence is judged by how thick their glasses are. Because if my intelligence was judged by how thick my glasses are, I'd be the most fucking intelligent person on the planet because my glasses are fucking thick. Turd. And Jessica's coming to my fence. She couldn't imagine me without glasses. Jessica, I have to say this to you, is that people don't bother me. I will not be bullied, right? I believe in... Listen, what other fucking man has a photo of himself behind himself? Other than a fucking person that believes in himself and loves himself. I love myself more than anybody. Anybody. I love myself the most. I just... Nobody loves Anthony more than Anthony. We talk about this all the time. I just don't let people get away with shit. I won't be bullied. I won't let you push me in a corner. I will push you back. I will poke you back. You will not put me down. It's never going to happen. It will never happen. I'm that person. I'm a cockroach. You think you're going to kill me? I won't die. I will continue to come out. I'm a pesky motherfucker. You want to have a political conversation with me? Fine. We go back and forth on topic. We go back and forth on opinion. There is no room for personal attack in there. So if you personally attack me, I'll call you out. I'll say, oh, you got a problem here with my glasses? Kelly's roast beef. Let's go. I'll go right up there, and I don't care how big you are. You might kick my butt, but the whole point is to prove, hey, I'm not a bitch. I'm not going to let you I'm not going to let you get away with a personal attack here, because it's not about personal attacks. It's about ideals. So if you want to have a debate on ideals, then we can have a debate on ideals. I won't personally attack you. I won't call you fat. I won't call you ugly. Now, on a different topic, if I happen to see you and you're out in public and you got big ass glasses, I'm going to say, hey, bro, you got some thick ass glasses. But that's not a personal attack. That's just an observation. All right. That's it. We need to end this shit. We need to move on. I covered everything I wanted to cover on today's program. I didn't even want to do today's program. I just wanted to hang out and I wanted to drink. So I really appreciate you guys' time, because you took the time on your Memorial Day Sunday to spend time with me. I would ask that tomorrow at some point at 3, it's actually at 3 p.m. You guys can Google it. At 3 p.m. on Monday, it's a national moment of silence for about 1 minute, where we all pause and we reflect and we remember all those men and women that have given their lives for our freedom, so that I could be here on my podcast bitching and moaning about whatever I bitch about, so that we could all be out drinking and having a good time and enjoy the freedoms that we have, so that we can bitch about whether church should be open or church should be closed, just so we can live our lives. And I ask that you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. take that second, take that moment, it's not long, to just pause and to just reflect on everything our fallen soldiers have done for us and everything that they've given us, so that we could all enjoy our freedoms. Whatever you believe your freedom is, whatever your right is that you hold so dear, or the things that you get to do every single day that you enjoy doing, tomorrow at 3 p.m., take that second, take that moment, just sit back and reflect and thank them. So many of us have service members in our lives. A lot of us have lost service members at war. A lot of us had veterans in our lives and our family that are now dead and they have passed away. So tomorrow at 3 p.m. at the national time of observance, take a second, sit back, and think about those that protected us so that we could have our freedom, and not just the most recent ones, the original ones, those from Valley Forge, those the people that fought under George Washington, and then the people that fought in the War of 1812, and then the people that fought in the Civil War, or the Mexican War, or World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Iraq War. Even if the wars were unjust, This isn't a political thing. These people decided. These people fought for us, even if they didn't want to, even if it was a war that we shouldn't have been involved in. Just sit back and reflect on them that gave their lives for us so that we could be free and so that we could enjoy what we like to enjoy. For me, my enjoyment this weekend will be barbecuing and drinking. I mean, that's what all Americans do. But just for that 1 minute at 3:30 tomorrow, sit back, reflect, and honor and thank everybody that gave their lives so that we can enjoy ours. All right, everybody. That's going to be it for tonight. I really appreciate you guys listening to Spazzing Out. You can get my podcast at anthonypaziali.com, which is where you can get all the links to my podcast. And I can guarantee you guys that next year there will be no podcast on the Sunday before the Memorial Day because I will be enjoying and drinking. Unless, of course, I'm getting paid a boatload of money like Joe Rogan, and then I'll be here. Otherwise, thank you guys so much, and let's all remember those that fought for our freedoms so that we could be enjoying and having a good time like we are. All right, guys. Night.